Alright, we're going to discuss today how's Bison going to help your shop. And so I'm going to go through that really quick. I've been asked several times, hey, I've got brackets or I've got aluminum, what's Bison, what's the point of it, how's it going to help me out? And so I'm going to walk through that really quick. Hope it doesn't take too long. So this is a bracket. So a bracket, this is your 5x6 foundation. That's what you get. Your support is going to be these 4 screws. It's going to bolt into your, it's going to basically screw into your board. So when you screw those in, so you look way out here, there's your foundation. Here's where you're printing, or you print up here. This is the deflection area, and you're relying on those 4 screws to hold this in place, even when you rotate your press. So there's a lot of pressure on those 4 screws. And you're like, well, that's okay, I got aluminum. So let's say you have aluminum. Let's just make believe here. This is aluminum. This is a 4x18 aluminum. You're like, okay, I can do with my aluminum. I'm printing good, no problem. But what if a customer comes to you and says, hey, I got a 4.5, or I got a 5-inch, or it's, let's say it's 4x20. You can't make it on this length. It means you're going to have to go buy a new accessory, a new setup, and that's expensive. These are expensive. So what Bison is, how Bison is going to help you out, is Bison, it's a base plate, it's bolted to your bracket. So basically, you've extended your surface area from that 5x6 to now 5x12, and you got additional mounting holes and thicker aluminum. So this is meant to mimic aluminum platens, but it's giving the ability to customize your tops. And you can see now, look at my foundations all the way out here. I got multiple mounting holes, and so an assembled one, this bolts on, is like that. So here again, there's my 5-inch board. Now look at this. Look at the area. So it's way out here, and I got no deflection. It's going to be solid. This thick aluminum is going to be helping absorb heat. It's going to help better distribute that heat, and it's going to be more efficient on press. And the additional mounting holes, it's going to hold that. It's going to hold that solid. That's what the Bison brings to the table for that. But look at this. I'm going to go in and I need a narrower board. Not a problem. Put a narrower board. And you see here, I even got narrower. It's a even thinner board. And let's say I have a special project. It's like, oh my gosh, it's 1.5 inch. Look at that. I can take that down the middle, down the left side, down the right side. There's so much you can do with this. There's just so many custom options you can do. This is a recycled platen top put on here. These are my sleeve boards. I do these little sleeve and infants, and you see it's using almost all the foundation area. And again, it helps the heat and distribute heat evenly. I don't get hot spots, and production goes great with these. Perfect registration. They're solid. And then I just did a bag job. So a bag, I was limited to the area. I was limited to the pouch area. It had to be a certain position. And look at this. 2 screws hold that on. That was it. Knock these out. There were 3 color and bag. Knocked them out in 2 screws. It's so versatile. Now, is it limited to just sleeves and pants and stuff? It is not. Here's an example of, this is a seam board. It's a seam board, and you use it for that. So those who have the little one color, the one station, the Rileys mostly, the tabletops, they really like the universal. It says sleeve and pant, but it's really not sleeve and pant. It's these are for their platens, and it just gives a lot more versatility of what they can do, because with the bracket you're limited. And then the next step up is this. This is the base for like the youth platens, is how I look at this. This is a small size. This is an 8.5x12, and this is a bigger base, and it is meant for like doing the small, like this is the youth and fashion sets. If you specialize in small stuff like that, if you're doing a lot of ladies, a lot of teen, a lot of youth, this is really good. Again, it's meant to mimic aluminum platens, where your size and the series of holes, they help hold that board down flat, and extra support. If you have, if you like these MDF boards like these, usually you have a bracket in the middle, and then that's your hot spot, and you get warping. This extends the area. This really helps distribute the heat better. You don't get the warping from it. I thought this was kind of fun to set this one up when I got the press. Those are small boards, but look at this. This is a 16x26. I use it for that. It just helps increase the base. Because just imagine the bracket support for that would be not a lot. You get some deflection area on that, especially doing large prints. And then here recently. This is my fun one. This is a 17 by 23 and a half board, and you say use it on there as well. So just want to cover that. Now the large set, this is a large set. And again, these mimic aluminum. You customize the tops. These are 14 by 19 series mounted holes. You hold it flat and really give you support where you're not going to get any movement within the board. These are solid. That's the point of Bison. Bison is the customability. You buy it once, you customize for life, and go to the hardware store and get what you want. This is a 14 by 19 again top. Some presses have a 16-inch, and if you have a 16-inch and you got to say, okay, I need to get a smaller U set, then you're buying a 14 like this, or you're buying a 12. Well, then what if you need something in the middle? You know, oh, do I buy another set, or one's too big, one's too small? This is the hardware sheet of plywood today. I think this is 3/4 inch cabinet grade. I think it's $100 a sheet for those, and you can customize. I think you can get new tops for $10. $10 a top, and it's really best return on investment. You see, this has been on here for 2 years, and it's still flat. Great heat distribution. Yeah, no deflections. Perfect registration. So I just want to share that with you. You're not restricted to your tabletop size. So much custom options available. So hopefully that was helpful and a quick run through on this. If you have any additional questions, reach out to me. I appreciate it. Thanks.